What's happening, YouTube? Obsessionals here. We're at it with part 6 of the full walkthrough to Dark Souls 3. Last time, if you can remember, we killed the curse-rotted Greatwood, and we got the transposing kiln, and we got the soul out of it. So the first thing you want to do whenever you get back is we're gonna finish the Undead Settlement. So we're just gonna start out by killing this dude. Oh, I didn't mean to kick. Come on, Dark Souls. That's not what I meant to do, man. There we go. The only reason I'm trying to kill this guy is because we're going down. You're not actually going back up there. And I got it, son of a bitch! Yes! Oh, alright. First thing we are doing is we are pumping 24 strength into our... We're pumping 24 into our strength. Like, that is what we are doing. Oh. I am very fortunate to have gotten that. I'd like to thank everyone for this lovely evening. My mother especially. She supported me a lot throughout this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just really happy I got that, because that thing will carry us. Like, that thing will get us far in this game. Like, you can honestly beat this whole game with that great machete if you upgrade it. So I'm just gonna handle these guys with the Pyromancy plan, because they're not too tough. This guy's juking him. He is running for his life. Alright. Get the sword. I'll just deal with her. Because I don't feel like having her walk up to me whenever we're trying to deal with everything else. Backstab on her. Oh my gosh. She just kicked me? Disrespect. The disrespect. Okay. Just get me in the animation for it, but don't actually give me the backstab. Alright. So we ended her life before she was able to do anything. So this is why I wanted to just leave all this for after the boss video, because there's a lot to do here. Like, this is going to lead us into the very next area. I don't know why they decided to put the boss, like, in the middle of this area, but I mean, it gives you two different ways to get to him, which is pretty neat. And once again, I didn't make this game, so I'm not complaining. We will heal up, because this next part is a tad bit annoying, because there are 3 of those dudes. So what you want to do is you kind of just want to walk and grab this item real fast and try to get the attention of that guy. And he's going to give me hell whenever I go down there. God damn son of a bitch. You can't have anything. Go the way you want it to. So what you want to do is you just want to start pulling these guys. I don't want this guy to fucking drop off, because he's going to get in trouble if he does. I got the other guy's attention, but at least he didn't drop off, so that is good. You do have to be careful about that, because they will drop off, and we're going down there. And god damn it, man, come on! Why you gotta be stupid? Okay, well I guess we're not getting the crystal lizard down there. There's a crystal lizard down there. There's a reason I didn't want to get them. I think he ran off, because I scared him, I guess, from all the way up here. Okay, I promise you there is a lizard down there. But we are going to go down there in a sec. We are just going to go and talk to this NPC, because his dialogue changes after we go through the sewers. So, plus, then we don't have to come back here and deal with all these guys. And this guy's actually just protecting an item. That's pretty good. And we're going to get that item. But the way it works is if you actually get that item, before you actually kill this guy, he comes down on you and does ridiculous damage with that thing. Oh, he broke his pot. But yeah, that's the item he's guarding. Boom, there it is. Told you I wasn't lying. I don't know if we can get that thing, because there's 2 of those machete guys down there. And they are mean. So there's 2 of these dogs in this corner, so one of them only jumped out at me. But if you walk all the way back here, if you're just running back here, like, you're not caring about anything, you're gonna get attacked by 2 dogs, and you're gonna hate your life. Got 3 more alluring skulls, which we'll be using those a lot. Or I'm gonna try to, because they're really useful in this game. They are super useful. So this is Eygon of Carim.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time. Yeah.
So he doesn't have anything else to say for now, but we will come back to him in a moment. Just shoot down this body. It's a pointless item, but full walkthrough. Gotta get you everything. This cage does not open from this side, so I'm just gonna... I've missed like 3 of those doors because I know that they don't open from that side, so I haven't taken us down there. But I'm gonna start doing that because we're gonna. If you are playing this game, you're gonna get curious and you're gonna go over there and you're gonna get really used to that message in this game. I think it's just a Dark Souls thing, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to save up at least 1 more pyromancy flame, or 1 more fireball in that case. Get these guys out of the way. Pick up the cestus. The cestus is kind of neat, I'm not gonna lie. You can upgrade these and they do big damage. You can dual wield them. You only need 1 of them, and the focus point, or the weapon art, is actually it just increases your poise, but you can get some massive hits on people and they won't expect it. But it doesn't take much stamina to hit somebody, so you can run through somebody's stamina if you're just like doing this stuff to them. But you can also parry, and I just wasted all the focus points I had, so there goes that idea. But you want to shoot an arrow through this area, through this fog. I can't see him completely, but there is a rat, and I just want to get his attention. And when I said rat, I did mean a giant rat. But he's literally no harder than any of the other rats. He gives you the blood bite ring once you kill him, which is super useful for this area, and I'm kind of bummed that you don't get it till afterwards. But I'm gonna pop it on, and you want to come up here before you continue on, and you want to open this door. And there's that crystal lizard that I missed the first time. I'm gonna go get that bitch. I'm gonna go get that SOB right now. I'm just gonna stand as far as I can to the side. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Oh, yes. And you only get a sharp gem out of it, but a sharp gem is a sharp gem. So I am actually gonna set this bonfire so I can get all my flasks back, and that's also why we ran through that area to talk to Eygon, so we could just kill all those enemies, talk to everyone, and we don't have to walk back there. And the holy lord of the hitboxes, I don't know what just happened. I thought I was about to get, like, super killed. So after that, you want to come back down here, and then you want to just kill these rats so they don't follow you. Jeez, talk about a leap. Okay, I'm gonna deal with this guy. Okay. Alright, so we went to, oh, we haven't gone to Firelink Shrine yet. I didn't buy the key, holy shit. Alright, go to, I gave the ashes to her, didn't I? Yeah, I'm positive we gave her the ashes. So, That is a bummer. Alright, back to the shrine. I am sorry for wasting our video here, but I completely thought I bought this key, but I guess I did not. But, you get this key by buying it from the Shrine Handmaiden. You get it from, remember those ashes that we picked up from that one place where we were getting shot with a bunch of arrows? Like the giant arrows. Wow, I am a dumbass! Okay. Well, that's a bummer. I can't believe I had to just do that. Well, since we're here, I guess we can go give the transposing kiln that we got from the Great Rotted, the Curse Rotted Great Wood.
Fret not for art.
And, if you talk to him, he asks about it.
This might pique thine interest. Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corlin's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenst upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me, quick.
Alright, and we do have the transposing kiln, so we are gonna get
belike
to him.
it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
Alright, so if we just try to transpose anything right now, we can do 4 things, because we have the soul of Vort and we have the soul of the Rotted Greatwood. So you can get the Astora Spear, which it's not bad, does poison damage. The Great Hammer of Vort does frost damage, and then there is a Hollow Slayer Great Sword and Pontiff's Left Eye. Don't craft this. We're going to pick it up later in the game. You do not need to waste a soul to get it. I'm not going to make any of those just yet. I mean, if I was stupid enough to not buy that key, I used all my flash shards, it looks like, but I didn't burn the Undead Bone Shard. Man, I am disappointed in myself. Alright, so what we did there is we just gave our Estus Flask, if you can look at it right there, it says +1, we gave it a little boost. So now it will heal us a little bit more.
Ooh, yet to give in, eh? Good. The Firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich, for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
So, the reason I actually wanted to talk to him is he starts talking about some of the bosses that we're going to run into. He talks about the Lord of Cinder, Aldrich, and he says how he used to eat so much and that he eventually just turned into sludge.
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the Undead Settlement.
Intent, where we're about to go
It
next.
was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads. If you've the stones for it.
I got the stones, mate.
You haven't given up yet. Then you're a brasher lad than I thought. You can make better use of this.
He gives you a heavy gem.
The undead sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss, the Legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls.
Alright, and that is all he actually has to say. And he actually talked about the Undead Legion of Carim. And he says that they are a joyous bunch. So, it's plural, there's multiple of them. And I just walked to the wrong bonfire. You want to walk to the dilapidated bridge bonfire. You don't want to waste your time doing this. But you want to do that because we just bought the grave key because I was an idiot and I didn't buy it beforehand. But again, in order to get the grave key, you need the mortician's ashes. Those ashes are literally right above, not above, but straight ahead of the dilapidated bridge bonfire, past that one dude with the giant machete. And you have to go up and around and then go in that part where there's all those trees and gravestones. And the ashes should be on the ledge over there, near the cleric here. So you want to go back to the dilapidated bridge. And I'll probably actually cut all this out. But now that we have the key, we can go and go through the sewer area. And since I actually sat at the bonfire, we don't have to deal with those 2 goobers that fell down that area, which is so much better. Because we didn't need to deal with them upstairs either because they fell down. It worked out for us. Alright, so let's go through our shortcut. And since we have this awesome pyromancy plan, let's just burn this rat. There are no items down here, I assure you. There was a reason I didn't come down here. There you go. Oh my. Alright. Alright, now we can open this door. Ooh. See, that is why I like the Claymore. That sweep right there. You can kill enemies that are trying to like pin you in a corner. It's really easy. So you come down here and you turn to your right and you see the statue. This is Velka's statue. It you can, if you have hit any NPCs and they're aggroing to you, they're mad at you, they're trying to kill you, you come here and you request absolution, and that just that erases all your sin. If you're cursed, you can also come up to her and you don't have a purging stone, you can request dissolution and she will cure you of your curse. But again, you can just get some purging stones from I can't think of her name right now. She will pop up, I promise. So after that, you want to come in this area, and I'm tripping out right now because I'm waiting for these skeletons to start forming. So whenever you start killing them, you want to watch your soul count, because there have been times where these things respawn, and you just have to be careful. Just make sure that you are getting the souls you need, and if you got the souls, that means they are dead and they are not respawning. So as long as you do that, you should be okay. As soon as you walk out here, this guy will start turning into a skeleton, so just turn back around and kill him, and then wait for this guy, and just end his life as well. And then the guy will turn around with the lantern, so So it's not too bad trying to go through this area. Okay, so we're at the crystal lizard part. You want to two-hand your weapon and just dash. You want to get on this crystal lizard's butt and then jump attack. And you should be able to get it. You want to be right on that butt. Like, you want to be to the point where you are running with the crystal lizard. So there's that guy that I was talking about. If you just run to this item, he will jump down. And there it is. Alright. So whenever he jumps down, you do have a chance to just kill him, like, because he does have to get up and grab his machete and all that good stuff. There's an enemy in the wall. Okay. So since we did set up the bonfire, we do need to shoot this thing back down. Again, it's not good at all. It's just a blessed red and white shield, and you would think it is good because it's a +1, but no, it's trash. It is definitely trash. It only says it was doing good because I was on an empty slot, but it does better magic absorption, but that's really it. So you want to go for that item, but you also don't want to go for that item. You want to get those alluring skulls we got out earlier that I said we were going to make use of, and you just want to throw it. Okay, you don't want to throw it there. You want to throw it like right there. No? I guess I'll just kill you, and then I'll run back. Okay, now that we got all of them out of their little hole, now we'll throw in a alluring skull. Look at that. Just look at that. That's gross. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright. Claymore doing dirty work to him. Alright. It's not really that important. It's just a Saint's Talisman. The Saint's Talisman is... it's not bad. It increases your poise during casting, so if you want to get a talisman and not get disrupted with hits, that's what you want to use. So now we come back out, and there is this door. Here is Eygon, and here is that lovely lady we were looking at. Let's see what these say. Visions of death. Dark required ahead, and short losing sanity.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me.
So this is Irina of Carim. She is the girl that he is protecting. She is blind, that is why she's asking us to touch her, and we are going to do that.
Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
She gives you the prayer gesture, and talk to her again.
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Carim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then? I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
You want to accept her service. Her questline is probably one of my favorites just because it's an emotional questline, and you can either... she will become a firekeeper if you do the light side of her questline, or there's a bad side, obviously, but we will get to that.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Carim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Alright, so now we got her, and we can go and talk to Eygon now, and he will have...
You've gone and rescued her, have you? How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I am Eygon, a knight of Carim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Alright, that is all he has to say. If you talk to him again, he's just going to tell you that he will only... If you do anything to harm Irina, he will become aggressive to you, and he will kill you. This is one of my favorite NPCs as well, because he is in Dark Souls 1, and he's just my fave. Kind of. He's not really in Dark Souls 1.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegward of Catarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere. This lift...
Alright, we are going to help him out. We're going to go down the lift, because there is another lift. As you saw whenever we were coming in, he came up and the lift actually went up. So, activating this would trigger him to do that. So, this part's going to get a lot of us killed. It might get me killed. So I'm going to cheese this guy, because I don't have the armor or anything to actually survive this guy's hits. But I mean, we're going to make do with our environment. And we should be able to get this guy. So, you come over here and you see this shiny, but you also see that asshole. This guy is the Boreal Outrider Knight, and he, from what you can see, definitely does frost damage. So fire's good against him, but as soon as you pick this up, he's gonna aggro to you. What you want to do is you just want to drag him out, because that is the kind of damage he does. And you just want to get out of here. And you want to get him up these stairs. He sometimes gets trapped in this corner, just like that, and then he becomes a pain, because now we need to get him out. Come on. Come on. It's a good idea to hold your shield up against this guy, because his attacks are wild. Alright, we got him up here. So what you want to do, stand on the other side of this elevator. Ooh, 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 ooh. He sometimes dashes and gets out of it, but then he falls like that. Whenever you kill him, you get the Irithil Straight Sword, and you get a decent amount of souls and 1 Estus. So, you don't want to go up against this guy right now. We do not have the proper equipment to deal with him. He's got a pretty good health pool. So you just don't want to deal with him just yet. So, come out here, light this bonfire, and I'm actually going to set up this bonfire, that way we can just pull the going back. And we're going to do the very last part of the Undead Settlement. We're going to go and go see where Siegward went. And we are going to go make friends with a giant that he was talking about. But you can pull this elevator back down now, because I die all the time if I try to actually fight this guy here. He's not too tough whenever you get better armor and defense and whatnot, but he is a dick. He is super fast. He causes frost damage from what you saw from just standing next to him. So, I just didn't want to deal with him right now. So, when you come back up here, Siegward is gone. So, hit that elevator, get it to go down, and just wait for it, really. Ooh, that was almost really bad. go up the elevator now and go all the way up. I promise you, there is a reason we're going all the way up. Who was that? So come out and go up the stairs. There's an item in this area that I will get on the way back, I promise. There's this guy. So you want to attack him as soon as you come out here, but you don't want to. He is your friend. He is your friend.
I help anytime.
So once you make peace with him,
I help.
that's really all you gotta do. You can kill him right now and you can get the Hawk Ring, which increases your range of your bows, but you do not want to do that. You want to make peace with him and get this young white branch from him. You do not want to use this one. You can see that these are the exact same thing, but they have different descriptions. This one's description is branch of white birch received from giant, apparently as a token of friendship. If you have this in your inventory, he will not shoot arrows at you. Instead, he will shoot arrows at all the enemies that are around you that you're fighting. So it's a very, very good item to have in your inventory until you finish this game, because there's going to be a few areas that he actually helps us out with. Oh, I almost missed that. So you basically want to look for this ledge, and there was a message right there to help guide me. But just look for that ledge, and you should be able to find this ledge that our lovely friend is sitting on.
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
You mean us?
On some days, I begin to doubt myself. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road.
Alright, there is a fire demon waiting for us. We're gonna fight a few of those in this game.
I could try talking some sense. No, I think not. He's far too overheated.
Ha ha.
I've got to use my head and think. I could try talking some sense into him.
Pussy. Get down there. Come on. Let's
I
go.
could try talking
Come on. We can do this, man. We can do this. Alright. So basically, come out here, grab this item, and you want to just get this guy all the way up here, because that is less running that Siegward has to do. So dodge under his legs. That is the best advice I can give.
No! You should have waited!
Dodge under his attacks and around.
It's too late
Siegward
now.
helps you out after you
I,
start
Siegward of the
attacking
Knights
this
of
guy,
Catarina,
but
fight by
he
your
doesn't do
side.
as much damage as you do, and this guy is a little bit easier than all the ones that we are going to fight in this game. But whenever you get him to half health, he does turn into a giant inferno, so you should watch out for that. You want to kill this guy as quickly as possible, because the longer you drag out this fight, the harder it is going to get for you. So just get him up here, just get him about this area, because you don't want to be too far on this side, because then it'll make it really hard for you to fight, because you're fighting against a ledge too.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast.
Gives us some Siege Brow, which is basically the Dark Souls equivalent of the best beer.
To your valor, my sword, and our victory together.
You get the, excuse me, you get the toast gesture from him.
Well,
And
I'm
if you
going to
keep
have
talking
myself
to
a
him,
little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice...
he falls asleep. And if you talk to him after he's asleep, you'll hear him snoring, and you can't skip it. And you get the sleep gesture, and that's really it after that. Yep. He is out cold. He is the alcoholic of this game for sure. He just gets drunk and passes the fuck out. Alright. So that fire demon, again, he's not too tough. He's just He does do some damage. He doesn't have too many mean combos. Just watch out for him whenever he jumps. Just roll away. You should be okay there. His axe is pretty predictable, so just watch for his swings and just roll into them. You want to come up on this roof and attack these two carcasses. You get the northern helm and the northern armor set in general, and then a pale tongue on this side. And use the pale tongues to rekindle your, or not rekindle, just reposition your stats if you think you messed up on a stat or whatever. And then after all that, you come into this area and you see all these guys, and that should give you a hint at all these fuckers that we're going to be dealing with in here. Alright, so run up here, and there's going to be 2 of them hanging up here above this item. So just get them down. And pick up 2 alluring skulls. And you can use an alluring skull to get these guys, but I don't want to get all of their attention at once because there's just no fun with that. Because they will just be smacking me around, and the fact that this game doesn't have any poise makes it so much worse. Like, honestly, that's the real reason. I just fish for backstabs and everything, because everything in this game staggers you, no matter what it is. You can get staggered by a broken straight sword and have, like, Havel's armor on. It does not matter. Alright, so you come in here and you see the chest. Do not go for the chest. Yeah, be wary of ambush for sure. Go in and just start aiming up. And start getting them down. Because they will not all jump down here at the exact same time whenever you just try to get them down and you don't go for the chest just yet. They will all go down. They will all come down though if you just try to run past them and you just go up. So after you deal with all of them, 5 fading souls. I mean, I guess that's not bad. Better than just 1. Get some human pine resin, which you use to add dark damage onto your weapon. So there's 2 Evan Glass up here. We've dealt with one of these guys at a time before, and I just got both their attention, so this is going to be really nice. You can use this little thing right here to defend yourself from this. Alright, we actually got her down here, so I'm going to try to dodge all her attacks real fast and just go for this bitch. No! Give me the backstab! No, I will not come to you either, you dirty bitch. Alright, so now we can go and deal with this ugly bitch. Basically her ugly sister. Yeah, fall back down. Gimme. Yeah. Oh, try to hit me with that bitch. I hate these things so much. They killed me so many times on my first playthrough of the game. Get a Titanite shard from them though, which is wanted for sure. I don't think there is any item over here. Yep. So we are about to come up on my personal favorite item in the game because it doesn't increase our stamina, but it regenerates our stamina at a very, very, very rapid rate, and we want that. You can never get enough of that. There are multiple items in this game to actually boost your stamina regeneration, and they all stack. And you could walk back here behind this tower and you get a homeward bone. You do want to aim for that ledge. You don't want to just go for the jump here, because you will die. It's a giant fall and you don't want it. So you come into this tower and you see that there's an item down there, and the only way to get down is that ledge. So you want to just get a run and start and just jump over there. You should be okay. And afterwards, you want to try to make it on those barrels or these boxes to avoid the least amount of damage. Get the mirror vest and dun 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 dun, the Chloranthy Ring, which I love, and I'm gonna just put it on this slot. We have a bunch of rings right now, but raises stamina recovery speed. This old ring is named for its decorative green blossom, but its luster is long since faded. Raises stamina recovery speed. So that was the biggest thing in this area, to be honest. If you miss any item, do not let it be the Chloranthy Ring. There is no other items in this entire area. We have done absolutely everything. Praise the gorgeous view indeed. Indeed. So we are just gonna home and bone back, and bonfire last rest of that. I'm probably gonna cut the video here because this video is getting longer than I expected. But hey, we got the fire demon out the way. We got we got 2 new NPCs that we're gonna go talk to. We got the Boreal Knight out of the way, and we are ready to start the Roads of Sacrifice. So this is going by pretty well right now. I can't be complaining really, but I will see you all in the next episode, and thank you all for watching. See ya.